Hello everybody, today I'm simply going to explain the concept of shadow banking, what it is, by comparing it to a regular bank, where they're similar and where the differences lay. First off, let's consider a bank. A bank has services such as depositing and lending. The bank is regulated by regulators. Especially after the financial crisis, there were a heavy rule set that told banks how much deposits they needed to have in liquid assets and a whole lot of different rule sets. Now let's talk a little bit about shadow banking. Shadow banking can be easily explained as banking as a service, but the core business is not a bank. This could, for example, be a mobile provider deciding to start lending out money to its customers. So, shadow banking business is basically doing exactly the same type of services that a bank does without having the regulations of a bank. So these are your typical non-bank lenders. Now let's say that you want to take a loan. This is Larry the lender. Now if Larry were to go to a bank, then maybe he could get 5% interest on his loan. And should Larry go to some other company that also offer loans, maybe he gets 4%. Now, what type of company Larry chooses to lend from doesn't matter to him. He just looks at the interest rate. Where can I get the best deal? It's if we lift our view a bit that we see where the difference matter. When Larry takes a loan from a bank, this is regulated, it has to be kept on the bank's balance sheet. They have to have it there. When Larry the lender takes his loan from somebody that's doing banking as a service, there's no regulation around it in the same way that a bank is regulated. So the shadow banking service could, for example, choose to securitize. Now that's a topic for another video, but they could securitize the loan into some sort of collateral debt obligation, a CDO, or some other type of security, and sell it to pension funds, wealthy individuals, other investors, whoever desires to purchase this. So they don't have to take the same responsibility and keep these loans in the books. So this is a risk to the system in that regard. Now, how does banking and shadow banking look in the West? There are different estimates. Some say that banking is 40% and the shadow of the bank, shadow banking, is as much as 60%. But this is not reliable. It could also be as little as 20% of the total banking business. What we do know is that this is too big to regulate right now. If we were to ban this banking as a service or shadow banking totally, we would wipe out maybe as much as 60% of the economy, with the lending part of the economy. Now, this is a very interesting topic, and I'm sure we will see a lot more with regards to regulations in the future. This has been Shadow Banking Simply Explained. Thank you for listening.